What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 53. Man, I'm back again, man. As you can tell from the thumbnail. Man, it's the thing about skating rings, man. Skating rings in LA. In this day and age, man, skating rings is where a lot of people can go and a lot of people can go have fun. Skating rings are not as dangerous as they used to be back in the 70s and 80s in LA. Not saying that they Candyland. No. Because if y'all remember, they just had a mass killing on some gang activity type get down stuff at a skating ring in LA just a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? So you still can get your hat brought to you in a skating ring in LA. But now, in this day and age, it has to be on some fluke type get down because everybody go everywhere. And in this day and age, so many people get along now, whether they Crip or Blood. If they run into each other, it's on some respect type get down, or it's on some, okay, we see you, y'all see us. If you ain't tripping, I ain't tripping. And people go about their way and have a nice day. No. In the 70s and 80s, y'all know it wasn't like that. Like I tell you, gangbanging in LA is 1,000% different now than what it used to be. The term on site, it doesn't apply now the way it applied then. You know what I'm saying? On site meant something back then. You know what I'm saying? The color, and back then the colors were in effect, whereas the color scheme now is not in effect no more. But anyway, the three main skating rings that I'm gonna speak on were the ones that really went down at. The first one. For those who are that live in the Southland. Now, you hear me say the Southland, I'm speaking on Southern California or LA. You know what I'm saying? Southern California, LA area, county, and all that. That's what the Southland is known as. But anyway, for those who live in LA and been there for a while, but wasn't around back then, we had a skating ring called Rosecrans skating ring back then. In the late 70s and early 80s, man, this was the place to be, especially if you were a Crip. Well, yeah, for the Crips. Because mainly it was all Crips who went to this skating ring. Now, it was a well-known hub for the Crips off the West Side Crips. They were always there. Now, if you wanted to be seen, you wanted to get your name on the map, you wanted to get your set on the map, Rosecrans skating ring on the weekends was where a lot of sets on the West Side would go, and they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether they squabbling, shooting, gambling, messing with the girls, or just showing up in mass to get they could on the scoreboard. You know what I'm saying? To get they set name reverberating around the scene. Rosecrans was the place to be. Now, of course, we as East Siders, we didn't go to Rosecrans as much as the West Siders did. But you'd go there and you still gonna run into some East Siders too. Rosecrans skating ring was between Van Ness and Western on Rosecrans. That's in Shotgun Hood. Now it's set right there in Shotgun Hood, and everybody was going, man. It like I say, before '79, when everything went bad, like I say, 79 was the year that everything went to HELL in a handbasket for the Crips in LA. But before then, you know what I'm saying, people would show up, rub elbows, you know what I'm saying, throwing a sessa, letting it be known what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Letting it be going on, you know what I'm saying? Seeing who was going to see, you know what I'm saying, be G down, you know what I'm saying, have your gang paraphernalia on, and doing your thing at the Rosecrans skating ring. Very dangerous. Some would say that a lot of what took place between the A-Tray gangsters in the 60s, a lot of major, one of the main incidents, not the main incident, but one of the main incidents took place at Rosecrans skating ring. In fact, for y'all who don't know, Big Mump from 60, that's my cousin, my first cousin. Same mamas and sisters, you know? But anyway, when he had got shot, he had his altercation prior to him being shot was at the Rosecrans skating ring, but anyway, so that's where a lot of Crips went, a lot of, a lot of things went down back then. A lot of people, it was like you went there to, to put like I say, to put yourself on the map. The who's who of who's who, That was the first one. That was ground zero for the skate rings of gangbangers in LA. Between the years 78, 79, 80, like them main 3 years right there, that was it. That was where you went. That was the place that Thursday night or Friday during the day when you getting at your homies, you're like, oh, cub man, woo, woo, woo. Y'all, when y'all getting together and trying to figure out, where we gonna go. That's where it was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Rosecrans skating ring, y'all. Okay, moving along now. We gonna jump over to the other side of the fence. For those who don't know, who haven't been around, if you live in a different state, of course you're not gonna know. You getting a history lesson right here. And for those that live in LA, that's too young to know about it. Y'all wasn't around at this time, so you didn't hear about it or know about it. Your big homies ain't told you about it. You had a skate ring called Skateland. Now, Skateland was Blood Central. Now, when I say Bloods, I'm speaking on Bloods, Pyrus, everything off that side of the fence. This was ground zero on the weekends for them. Probably through the weekday, but I know on the weekend, Skateland set on Central and 135th, right there in Westside Piru Hood. Man, now let me explain this to you. I told y'all about my first day going to the yard when I was in Soledad. When my first day walking to the yard, when I came out the gate, went through the metal detector, and I looked, and I was like, I thought I was Moses parting the Red Sea. It was so much red on that yard. This is how Skateland was, y'all. If if you was from a blood set, you been to Skateland if you was around back in them 80s, man, around the time of the mid 80s. This was where they congregated, where they met up, and see, they all got along. Bloods back then, they got along. They couldn't afford to trip on each other. You know what I'm saying? It was too much opposition against them. So they got along. So imagine all the Bloods in LA, when I say not all of them, but like certain people, certain factions, certain groups from every set, grouping up right here at this skating ring. Man, when I tell you it wasn't a Crip in sight, no, it wasn't a Crip in sight. It was so volatile. It was when you hear the term red light district, I don't even know what the inside of Skateland looked like. You couldn't offer me parole on a life sentence to go in that skating ring. No, it was a problem driving past the skating ring. Prime example, one night, me and my homeboy Crazy Ray, we riding around. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do. We ain't got nothing better to do. We coming down Central. If I'm not mistaken, this might have been about 1987, if I'm not mistaken. Man, listen, was it 87 or 88? One of them. But anyway, we coming down Rosecrans. We coming down Central, and we coming past Skateland. So like back then, like I say, in them 80s, we gang banging. Everybody banging for real live banging. Anyway, when we coming past, now everybody knew about Skateland as far as Crips, you know what I'm saying? Because, like for instance, in the Crip module, ain't nothing but people talking. Everybody talking. So, we talking about, what going on the street, what we did on the streets, and boom, 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 boom. So Skateland would come up a lot. Dudes talk about how they might have shot at it or got shot at, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, messing around, going too close to Skateland on the weekend when all them Bloods was up there. Now, me and Ray was riding past one day, and I decided with my good stupid behind, I'm going to diss out the window. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thinking, I'm thinking it ain't nothing. What we do. They see us, they diss. We see them, they diss. Now, not at Skateland. not at Skateland. We drove it, kept going. When I tell you it wasn't no less than 5 or 6 cars got on my trail. I'm talking about got on my trail. I'm like, oh man, I'm telling Ray, cuz, drive, man, they own us. Man, chased us for a long time. They eventually broke off, we got on. But that's just how much of the red light district Skateland was. That was theirs. No, I mean, talk about hands down without a doubt. They had Skateland by hook or by crook, man. Now, we gonna move along to another spot, which everybody know about, is very, very popular. This was a Crip skating ring. The World on Wheels. Now, everybody knew about the World on Wheels. You know what I'm saying? But the World on Wheels was a little bit different because every set just wasn't any set gonna come up there. Every set couldn't go up there. You know what I'm saying? The World on Wheels, it sits in Schoolyard Crip Hood. It's considered they skating ring. But even though it sits in their hood, they didn't run it. Not at this time. In the 80s, the rolling 60s had a lock on World on Wheels that was out of this world. You know what I'm saying? They was up there in mass. They was up there deep. Every weekend, probably throughout the week, and probably, but I knew every weekend, but probably throughout the week too. It was theirs, man, and it was real popular. It was real known. If you got along with them, you know what I'm saying, you can go up to the World on Wheels, man, and just have yourself a good time, man. Women, money, people, you know what I'm saying? Just the who's who of the who's who. And that's how they had it going, man, for many, 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 many years. Many, many, many years. I went up there one time. I'll never forget. Tell you a story. I'll give you a story. I think I told the story before. But we coming down the freeway one day, me, my homie Ticky, and my homeboy Jimbo. And I'm in the car. So we coming, we coming in that area. So I tell him, I'm like, cuz, man, let's go up to the World on Wheels. Let's go up to the World on Wheels. And the reason why I said it was because I heard and knew about, they had a rapper. I think the rapper, he was from LA. I think Young MC, if that's his name, Young MC. He had just had a song called I Let Him Know. Boom, 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 boom. I Let Him Know. And I think he was from LA, but he was up there that night. And I remembered hearing about it on the radio, K-Day or KGFJ. No, it was K-Day, I think. And anyway, so I'm like, come man, let's go up to the World on Wheels. Let's go up to the World on Wheels. So one of the homies was like, man, they didn't want to go because the 60s were up there. So at that time, the way my mind was, you know what I'm saying? I'm just out there like that. I'm like, man, I don't care who up there. Let's go. Because we from Avalon, we going to the World on Wheels, homie. So now, back then at that time, if I say we was going to do something, oh, that's what was going to happen. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. That's what we going to do. So the homie Jimbo like, all right, cub, let's go. We shot up to the World on Wheels. When we coming through the parking lot, I'm seeing fools all in the parking lot. I'm like, dang. So, in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, Toon, you done committed it. You done committed yourself. So time to go through with it. Yeah. So anyway, make a long story short, we go in the World on Wheels. My homeboy Big Lunatic was in there. So when I see him, when we see him, we like, dang, cuz, what you doing up here by yourself? Who you up here with? He like, man, I'm by myself. But now he playered up. He GQ'd up. He ain't looking like no gangbanger. So he under the radar. So we telling homie like, cuz, man, you playing it real close. So anyway, we posted up in the back, kicking it, you know what I'm saying, down at the bottom, over there in the back in the booth, in the corner in the dark. I wasn't the type to just stand here like this. No, I wasn't finna just be posted up in no corner. That's not me. I tell the homie, I'm like, cuz, I'll be right back. Let me go up here. So we went up where, I'm saying, they make the little hot dogs and all of those crazy mess that. I seen some females from Compton. Well, no, they seen me. And I'm trued up at the time from head to toe. And I'll never forget one of the girls say, dang, baby, ooh, we like your blue. So when I look at them, Two of them was Samoan and one of them was black. High yellow though, pretty. And I'm like, yeah, cuz they was trued up too. I'm like, yeah, I like y'all blue too. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all from? They like, we from Park Village, Compton Crip. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Fire Travel Line. You know what I'm saying? East Side. They like, okay. So then the music came on. I say, look, I'm finna bounce. Let me go down here. So as soon as I come back down, the music, the dude was coming on stage or whatever, and I tell him, I'm like, cuz, look, I'm finna go over here, cause everybody was crowded up around the little stage area where he was coming out at, and so he was like, man, boom, 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 boom. He started singing this song, and it's like I say, the song was called "I Let Him Know." So he talking, like I say, from LA. He like, what's up, LA? Whoop, 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 whoop. Man, where y'all from? Homie, let us know. Let me know. And the music bump. So sets went up. Boom. All type of sets went up. Boom, 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 boom. Throw was set up. Make a long story short, I ain't gonna go to the details. It went down. 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 So that was the experience. Let me see. 3 days later when I got out the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because yeah, your big partner got put in the hospital that night, y'all. But yeah, 3 days later when I got out the hospital, it was like, dang. When I finally seen the homie again, I'm like, dang, cuz you said we ain't got no business going up there, you know. But that was World on Wheels for you, homie. Beautiful skating ring, but very dangerous skating ring if you wasn't cool with the majority of people that are up there. You know, it could become very dangerous, you know. But anyway, got to have that water, y'all. Y'all know. I'm not very familiar with all the skating rings that they have up to date. You know what I'm saying? I think they got Reseda or some other skating rings. I know skating has, still real popular in LA. A lot of people like to go skating. But anyway, man, those are the three skating rings from back in the day that put the skating ring scene on the map in LA. Rosecrans skating ring, Skateland skating ring, and World on Wheels skating ring. That was those were the places to be. You know what I'm saying? If you was gonna be cool, you know. But anyway, man, I just had to talk about, man, I don't know why I had to talk about them, man. But yeah, if you're too young to know about them, man, ask some of your G homies or some of your uncles or whatever, man, what's up with them three skating rings? And they gonna give you the whole scoop, man. But anyway, man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 53. I just had to drop that little bit for you, man. I'm out. Peace.